What do we have a brewing here? All those rats. All right, so this is my flood damaged Engl cabinet that I fully restored. I'll give you a quick rundown on it. This is for my main rig here with my Marshall JCM 900 SLX. This is the key in tone to everything that I do, and right now it is dialed in perfectly for my gothic crooner punk rock project. For those of you who have known me since I was a teenager, you know what the fuck I am talking about. But this is the shit. I do have a overdrive pedal in front of it just to get a little extra flavors. And you all know the Anarchy cab. This is the right side guitar and lead guitar rig for my punk rock project. This cabinet was under 3 feet of floodwater back in 2015. I recently took it apart, completely cleaned it as best as I could. The Tolex still has some damage to it, but who gives a shit? It's clean now. I got all new screws for it. As you can see, I got pretty silver screws everywhere. You know, completely redid it. I bought new speakers for this because my other speakers were damaged. I got to repair those, which is what I'm going to be putting into the cabinet I'm going to build for the Sun Model T. Here at the top, I put two vintage, I put two greenbacks, Celestian greenbacks, UK made. At the bottom are Chinese made vintage 30 Celestians. And then on the rear, I just wired it for standard mono series parallel 8-ohm load. So, you know, just straightforward, very clean. Let me pull out my flashlight here. Because one thing I did in here is after I cleaned it, before I put new speakers in it, if you can see those skulls right there, I took this skull pattern cloth and I put it on the back side of this faceplate. So that's sitting in front of the speakers, which is really cool. So you get that ghosting effect there. You know, only under certain light do you see that in all four areas there's skulls ghosting. On the inside, I insulated it with recycled denim insulation because it's better for the environment, it's better for your health, it's overall more affordable, and it sounds great. I also did a little trick here where not only did I replace all of the hardware, like I said, I put a screw in the center. There's this piece of wood that goes from the front to the back, and I put a screw there so I actually have this cabinet fully enclosed now. So it's very, very tight sounding, very beefy sounding, not just because of the speakers, not just because of the insulation. I really tightened up everything, so the performance is great. I also custom built this isolation stand, so this cabinet is floating on foam and is isolated from the ground, so vibrations, there's no, there's no artificial buildup of low mids or lows. A lot of work went into this cabinet. I also removed the Engl emblem, as you can see, and I put on that nuclear radiation trefoil symbol, which I 3D printed on my 3D printer, obviously. And then I painted it green, and then I put glow-in-the-dark paint over that, and then I put green glow-in-the-dark paint over that, and then I painted the backdrop black, and then I clear-coated it with three coats of glossy clear, and yeah, glows in the dark. It's a tribute to my favorite band Megadeth, as well as to my dad, who worked in nuclear energy. So press F in the comments there. But we're going to go ahead and give you a quick demo here. What I have is this custom rig that I kind of came up with here using this stereo bar. I have a Shure Beta 57A there, and that's miking kind of towards the edge, close up, and getting one speaker. And then over here is my 80K Hamburg 67, and that's miking this section of this speaker. So I'm actually only miking the greenbacks, but you're going to get a little bit of spill in, that brighter, fizzier, crunchier spill in from those vintage 30s at the bottom. All right, so with this rig, if I didn't mention it earlier, I think I did, but anyway, I used my Paul Reed Smith for this. This is the main tone that I use for my punk project. This is just the overdriven tone straight from the amp. And then when I boost in my overdrive, sounds a little something like this. So there's that. I'm going to play a little bit of my song Skeleton Girl. So it sounds like this, and the audio you're hearing on the guitar is actually being recorded into my DAW right now. So you're hearing the actual recording, how it's going to sound on a record, sort of.